Hi there, this is Patricia from patriciafenty.com, and this is part 2 of how to crochet a pocket shawl, in which we will be adding the pockets to the actual shawl. And so you can see part 1 of the shawl itself in the description box below. Now what you'll want to do is you're going to make 2 pockets, and you'll be using the same pattern as you used in the for the shawl. And so this pocket is 7 inches by 6.5 inches, and you can make the pocket any size you like. That's totally up to you. And again, we are using the same pattern as the shawl, so you can see the link for that in the description box below. And for this width, I started with a foundation chain of 25 chains plus 1 chain for the turning chain. And then I worked back doing that top loop single crochet for 4 rows only. For the shawl, we did 5 rows, but for this, we're going to do just 4 rows. Then you'll have 25 single crochets in each row. And then you'll carry on with your double crochet 2 together cluster, just like we did in part 1. And this is where you're reducing from 25 stitches to, let's see here, 13 clusters. So that'll be your first row. So you can see that in part 1, and then you're just going to carry on as before. And I have a total of 7 rows of the double crochet 2 together clusters. So again, you could make this wider if you like, you could make it longer, it's totally up to you. And then I'll just show you on the shawl here how it looks. I've already put 1 pocket on, and you can see how big this looks. And again, the link for the shawl tutorial will be in the description box below, and I'll put a link above as well. And then of course you're going to do your foundation chain with a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, and then you'll do the single crochet rows with your 4 millimeter crochet hook, and then when you go back to your double crochet 2 together clusters, you'll use the 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. So once you've done that and you've come to the end, so this is my 7th row, so I'll just do a chain 1 to fasten off. And now you're going to want to leave enough yarn to sew the pocket onto the shawl. So just measure around the circumference of the pocket, 1 full round and a half a round. And that'll give you enough yarn to sew the pocket on. Just like that. And then just pull that through, and then you're going to snug that up. And then your pocket is ready to sew onto the shawl. And then you just want to darn in this tail end, so I'll do that and I'll be right back. Oh, and I just wanted to show you, this is how much yarn is left of the second ball of yarn. And there may be just enough to do 2 more rows of the shawl, but because you want an even amount of rows, I didn't want to take the chance. So that's about how much is left. So for your shawl, there is a right side and a wrong side. And same for the pocket. So the right side of the shawl is where you have the ribs here. There's 2 ribs and the edging. The wrong side is the 2 ribbings, and they don't have this outside edge. So the front is where you have basically 2.5 ribs. And then for the pocket, the front is, well, the back, this is the back here. So this is your foundation chain row. That is the wrong side. And the right side is where that foundation chain is facing towards the garment. And you have this sort of top ridge here. So that'll be the front of the pocket. So what you're going to do is you line the pocket up at the bottom of your shawl, and of course you could put it up higher if you wanted to. You could sew it up there. I just thought it looked nice right at the very bottom. And then you want to center it on your shawl, but essentially this should fit perfectly between these two ridges here, these two sort of lines between the rows. So you're fitting it in between there, and this is sort of fanned out at the top, but we're going to ease that in a little bit later. I'll show you how you're going to ease that fanned part in. So then just take your tape measure and measure. I've got 3 inches on this side and 3 inches on that side. So that's nice and centered. And then you can take some safety pins or straight pins and just pin this in place. And I'll just speed this up a bit here. And there we go. That's nicely pinned in place. And then take your needle and put your thread onto the needle. And when you put the pocket to the other side, your yarn will be on the opposite side. And we're working in a different direction on this side, so because the thread is on this side. So you'll just start at the bottom here, and you're basically going to whip stitch along the bottom. So you're going into a side seam here of the shawl, so there's not really like an actual stitch, it's just the end of each row. So just pick up a couple of loops of that the shawl there, and then you're going under the stitches at the end of the row of your pocket, and you'll see where those stitches are. It's quite easy. So you'll just do that all the way along, picking up a couple of loops from the shawl and the 2 stitches from the last row of your pocket. So go ahead and do that and just whip stitch all the way along the bottom. Okay, so you can see how that's nicely stitched there. And then you can just take this pin off. And now we're going to run up this side here, and we're just going to do really a basting stitch, and you want to keep the edge of your pocket as straight as you can along this line here. And you just go under with your needle, picking up the shawl and coming up through the pocket. You can go straight up and down if you like, but I like to just use the needle to go down through the pocket and down through the shawl, picking up both layers and pulling the yarn through. And just in a basting stitch. And of course picking up the back of the shawl. And so you're just going to baste along all the way up to the top and making sure to keep this top corner tucked in. So we'll see you there. All right, so now that you're at the top here, you can take this pin out. And what you want to do on the top of each pocket is, my stitches come out just at the top of the pocket, and I'm going to go down on the other side of the pocket and have a bit of a wrap around the top of that pocket, so it's a little bit more of a durable stitch. And we're going to do 2 stitches like that, and here I went into a space, so I'm going to pick up a stitch here so that it's going into a stitch, because if you are putting any kind of weight in this pocket, you want to have that top piece pretty secure. So you want to run a couple of stitches around the top like that. And so now you're going to bring your needle into the back of your pocket, and it might be a little bit hard to see, but you're just going to run a basting stitch along the back or the inside of the pocket here, and just run your needle in through the back, just with a little basting stitch, just running the yarn along in there. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to ease the top of that pocket where it sort of was flared a little bit. You'll ease it in to bring that flare in. And so just gently ease it along, and then you can see how that just makes it nice and even at the top. and it makes it nice and straight. And then you'll just come up again here and you'll do those 2 stitches around the top of the pocket just to make it nice and secure. And so that, and then you can just carry on basting down the other side of the pocket. Take the pin down and just go down in the same way. Great, so just coming to the end here, I just have one more stitch to go, and then I'll just bring the needle down into the back of the shawl and then just do a simple square knot and just a couple of wraps there and snug that up. I always have a hard time with square knots. I always get them kind of rumpled, but anyways, just pull that up snug, and then you can just darn in your tail end in whatever direction that feels kind of natural to go in. So I like to go in one direction and then come back in the same direction, and also put the needle back into the knot because that just gives a little bit more of a secure finish. And that is it. And then of course you'd want to do that for the other side, and I'll just zoom out here. And so you can see how nice that pocket looks and how it's attached. And then I'll just show you here on the other side. So now what you want to do is you can block the shawl by washing it and laying it flat to dry. Or if you have a hand steamer, you can block it with a hand steamer. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do this and I'll come back for a final reveal. All right, here we go. It's all done, and I just used my hand steamer to steam the fabric, and then I laid it flat to dry, and so that worked really good to block this. But you know, with the Bernat yarn, it's totally machine washable, so you can put it in the machine. I always just use it, put it in the cold water on a gentle cycle and then lay it flat to dry. My mom uses a lot of the Bernat yarn, and she just throws it in the washer and dryer, but I like to lay it flat and sort of shape it, so that's totally up to you. And yeah, so I think this just turned out so beautiful, and it's just so warm and cozy. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more creative and inspiring videos. Thank you for joining me.